All right, Marty. So we have a couple topics we want to cover today, and I want to start first with something that came up yesterday. I just brought it up to a group of people earlier, and we talked about this in one of our previous podcasts together. But one of the big issues for people when they are retiring before Medicare age is what are they going to do about health insurance? You can go on Cobra generally, get 18 months of coverage, might cost you $800 to $1,000 a month, or you can go to healthcare.gov and pick up health insurance some other way. But the issue is it costs a lot. But if people do pre-planning and get ready, there's actually a very creative way to get ACA premium tax credits and sometimes get completely free health insurance during that gap that so many people sweat out between, say, 62 and 65.
That's definitely correct. We've done a lot of planning around that, and perfect example of we had some clients that she was going to go ahead and work to 65. He retired early, and she decided she wanted to retire also. Well, fortunately, we've been funding a Roth account for her while she was working, and so we literally used that Roth account to bridge them to age 65, which they hit this year. So, like last year, instead of paying like $20-some thousand a year for their health insurance, they paid like $944. So insane. It's a pretty fat. What people have to realize is those early years of retirement between 62 or even if it's 59 and a half, to 65 to Medicare age, your tax bracket, when you consider the ACA premium tax credits, actually can create a situation where you're in a much higher tax bracket than when you were working. And then once you hit post 65, you now are really into your long-term, tax bracket for retirement.
The following podcast is brought to you by David Hayes. He is solely responsible for its content. Securities are offered through J.W. Cole Financial, member FINRA and SIPC. Investment advice offered through CFCI and J.W. Cole Advisors. J.W. Cole Financial, J.W. Cole Advisors, and CFCI are unaffiliated entities. The opinions expressed by David Hayes and his guests should not be construed as specific investment, legal, or tax advice. All economic and performance information is historical and is not indicative of future results. Investing may involve the risk of losing principal. Any tax advice on this show is not intended to be used by any person for the purpose of avoiding U.S. federal or state tax. Penalties may be imposed on such a person, and each listener should seek advice from their tax advisor or legal counsel on topics from the show. David Hayes and his guests are not providing legal or tax advice. Nothing should be construed as solicitation or an offer to buy securities.